Today, I talked to the creator of Cube Runners, XDEE1, to ask him a couple questions about his game, including how he made the game and what his opinion on the game is in the end. If you want to help support these types of videos, please subscribe. It helps a lot, and I've been trying to get 1,000 for the past 2 years. I'll have Cube Runners linked in the description down below, and now I'll get on with the video. I'll shut up. Everyone, enjoy the video. The first question, what made you make a game? Like, what made you make the game itself?
I don't know, to be honest. I was planning on making like fan game when I, started seeing some pop around. I think it was when I saw. I don't know actually. I don't think I kind of forgot the main reason. I think it was something.
That's fair.
I don't know. I remember talking to someone, Penguin Paradise, about how I was planning on making a game. I don't think Capuchin's the reason. I think it's mostly just Gorilla Tag and Penguin Paradise. Actually,
Next question. How did you get the idea of, like, Cube Runners? Was it just, like, you couldn't make models? Or was it just, like, you wanted to make a basic game?
Okay, so back then it wasn't because I couldn't make models. It was actually because when I was thinking of a game to make, I was thinking of like Ice Cube or something to like
Well,
runners,
yeah, you were,
and then
obviously,
I was like,
Ice Cube.
ice didn't really like work out for me, and I just didn't feel like making it about ice, so I just went with cube, and then I don't know. I
That's
guess
fair.
that's just how it went from there on. Never really thought
Okay,
of
that's fair, that's
changing.
fair. Another question. This one's, like, kind of miscellaneous, but what happened to, your game about, like, ice monkeys? There was, like, a snowstorm coming in on the beach map in V1, and you were gonna make a game about ice
Yeah.
monkeys. What happened to that?
So Monkey Islands was going to be created, but then there was a bug with the maps and some of the creations, and the play model got bugged.
That's
And
fair.
then to be honest, I was too busy with Cube Runners all the time that I kind of gave up on that game. Kind of irrelevant, and I didn't really
Makes
care
sense,
about it
yeah,
anymore.
you're,
Like it was a passion project, but then it didn't
mhm.
become a passion, and Cube Runners was my main passion. And
Yeah, because the
didn't care
posters
about
got
it anymore.
removed, and I was like, what the hell happened to it? Another question. What do you plan for, like, the future of Cube Runners? Is it just gonna be more game modes, or, like, is there gonna be a V3? Or,
So
like, what do you
yeah,
plan?
the upcoming update, which probably won't be out by the time this video's out, I don't know. But it's
I'll probably
adding
release it tomorrow.
like 8 new game modes,
Holy
and
shit. Bro,
it's adding a lot of content to the game to make it more replayable than repeatable and
Yeah,
boring,
yeah, that makes sense.
especially with fixing some main bug issues, hacker issues, and all that stuff. With
There's a lot of hackers in
obviously
Code
hackers always try
Zaza,
to
I've
attack fan
seen.
games.
There's a lot in there.
Yeah, okay, so Gorilla Tag has code 123 as code that you can mess around with. And in the meantime, while I patch hacking, everyone else just made a deal that they'll just like mess around in Code Zaza. So they made Code Zaza the
Yeah, that makes sense. Hold on,
hacker
my
server
dad
or
is
whatever.
calling me, so I'm gonna end recording and I'll just continue it. Hold on, I'll be. Okay, so I'm back. My dad made me do chores for like an hour straight, but let's continue with the interview. So the next question I had was, why did you add the Skinwalker to your game? Like, why did you add it?
The Skinwalkers. So pretty much, the Skinwalker was a funny little idea I had for an owner cosmetic for me only to mess around with. It was just an idea of just like a creepy transformation that I could kill people with for like fun lobbies or whatever. And then one of the Penguin Paradise moderators, Fep, I think you know him, right? Fep.
I knew.
Yeah. He wanted to have like access to the Skinwalker for like a video, and I was like, yeah, I guess it's alright since like Fep at the time was a moderator for the game, so I let him since he was already a moderator. Um, and when he had access to it, other moderators also wanted to, test it out. So then they had access to it, and then it started to become a major thing where, like, kids in Cube Runners got used to, like, oh my god, Skinwalker, they're coming, they're gonna join the code. And then everyone just started liking them a lot to the fact where they just became a part of the game, and kids really liked them. So I kept them, and then I started adding more creepy entities moderators can, have fun with
Yeah.
the community with and all that stuff. But,
Yeah.
stuff like that comes at a price because if there's like hackers and they see that moderators have these fun items, they're gonna want those items
Yeah, that's what's
and
been
they're gonna
happening a
want to
lot, I'm
try
pretty sure.
access. Yeah,
I have.
Skinwalkers are a good idea, but
Continue.
there comes a price to that.
Yeah. So there's two questions that I have related to the community. The first one, you actually pretended to be when I first played with you. Do you know anything about this Lily person with cat ears on and a pink color code? I've gone into like several code Zaza. Every time I go in, there's like 3 people pretending to be someone named Lily with cat ears on and a pink color code. I don't know why it happened, but he pretended to be her as well when I first got on Cuberunners V2 for the first time. So I don't know. It's weird.
I have no idea who Lily is. I think people are trying to, make a
probably
PvP
like some hacker or some. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
last question about the community. I might bring one up later. I don't know, but does this boogeyman person exist? I've heard there's like a version of the skinwalker with red eyes. It's called the boogeyman or something. Is that exist? Is that true?
So yeah, the boogeyman does exist. I have a friend, IRL friend. Let's just call him Moose. Moose wanted to come back to Cuberunners because he has a job in real life now. Like, so he's busy all the time. When he wanted to come back to Cuberunners though, I was like, you know what? What is it that you'd like want? And then he said like he wants to mess around and scare kids. So I made this new thing called the Boogeyman for him. It was a skinwalker with red eyes and its own like soundtrack and everything. No, just his own items. So the only person that ever has access to the Boogeyman is actually him.
Okay.
But unless we're talking about hacker life, but we're not going to bring up the hackers because they don't count.
Okay.
They don't count.
So next question about the actual game. Real. Yeah, next question about the. Okay, that's good to know because I've heard several kids saying like, "Oh my God, it was the boogeyman, guys. He had red eyes." So freaking annoying. Next question is, like, what is your favorite Gorilla Tag fan game besides your game, like Cuberunners, that you've played?
Okay, so there is me and my friend Help. We actually went to check out these games I saw on YouTube. And we found this game called Big Scary. I don't know if you've heard of it before.
I'm
that's like the
making
only
a game
me and
similar
Kelp
to it.
actually had fun in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me and Kelp, like out of all the games that we've played, even if it's like not the best fan game, not the best design or whatever, it's still like Big Scary is one of my favorite, like my favorite fan game.
Gameplay wise,
like
it's really
me and
good.
Kelp love messing around in it, and it's hard to really explain why it is, but like you have to be there when I play it to kind of.
Yeah, it's really fun. There's a lot of gameplay and it's really cool.
Yeah, that's.
Would you like to talk about anything related to the next update for the game? You said there was like 8 new games or something, like 8 new mini games or something like that.
So next update, I'm planning on adding a lot of content, a lot more content for Cuberunners to make it so like it's not repetitive, like I said earlier. With that saying, like 8 new game modes, like more cosmetics.
Oh my God, dug the bug.
Alright.
Dug the bug.
Anyways, and also adding an early access pack. Like, Gorilla Tag has an early access pack. Cuberunners next update's gonna have an early access pack as well, so I guess I could bring that up as a sneak peek, sort of.
That's cool. Do you want to talk about any of the game modes coming out? Or do you want to just leave them a secret?
I'll talk about a couple. Only like one of them. So, all I'm gonna say is there's gonna be a PvP game mode.
Okay,
so,
nice.
like I said earlier, it won't be so, like, competitive, and people can, like, fight each other.
Do you have a planned release date for this, or like a planned, like, how far is it in development?
No, actually, I don't have a planned release date for the next update because it's a big update.
Yeah. How far is it in development, though? Like percentage-wise, how far have you said?
I'd say like around like 56%, maybe 49.
Okay, that's pretty good. Like halfway through. When did you release the last update, by the way? Just to know, like, date-wise.
I forgot. I think it was gonna be like 2 weeks ago-ish.
Okay, so like 4 weeks. Like 4 or 5 weeks until the next update, I'd say. Okay. Next question. Like, what did you expect your game to blow up? Did you expect that at all? Did you expect that, or did you like?
No, not really. Didn't expect it to be as big as it is today. When I was I made the game for fun. I showed my friends that we messed around. I expected like to advertise it to a couple friends and it just to be a game people mess around in sometimes.
Yeah.
The lobbies were actually really decent. Then J-Man made a video on the game. I got like millions of notifications about it. So yeah, it was really exciting and weird feeling.
J-Man Runner Award.
Yeah. And then it was also crazy enough, not that he played it, but also that he rated it one of, the best runner game out there. So
he should play it again. It's really good.
That was his favorite out of all the games he's played.
Yeah.
So
Another
yeah,
question.
really motivated.
Yeah, next question. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, do you like? What was it? What gave you the idea of the trusted user thing in your game? What the fuck? The trusted user thing in your game.
It was Monkey's Place.
Oh yeah, that makes
My
sense.
friend
Okay.
Gandalf, he has his own game,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Monkey's Place.
Monkey's
I was
place.
a moderator in it. Well, I still am. And they had trusted users, so I just added it. And I also gave credits to Monkey's Place in Cube as well.
Oh, okay,
So
nice. Um,
yeah,
wait, if you like when last time you checked PlayFab, what was the most like? How many people did you have on like PlayFab?
200,000 people.
Jesus, holy shit!
And the game has 200,000 and 100, like 200,000 downloads.
God
A lot.
damn, jeez, dude.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I got like in my game when I released it on Apple Lab, I'm remaking it, but like when I released my game on Apple Lab, I got like 1,000 in the first 3 days. I was like, what the fuck? It was weird. Next, like last question, because I don't really have any more ideas. Do you have any ideas for questions before I say the last one? Okay, you can say some shit. Go for it.
What is the portal for?
That's gonna be answered next update. I won't leak that since this video is gonna be out like tomorrow, so I'm not gonna
Yeah,
leak
I'm
that
releasing
yet.
this. I'm gonna edit it. Try on my PC for the first one. I've never edited a video on my PC. I always did it on my phone for the past 2 years. So, we'll see. Any more
Yeah, but I'm
questions
not
you
gonna
got?
leak that yet.
Yeah. Do you have any more questions, or do you want me to say the last question? Okay. For the last question, is there any games that you would want to be in this on here to be interviewed? Any creators of games?
Any game creators that I think you should
Yeah.
interview? I don't know about Dotbus because he's kind of in a
I have
spot
Dotbus
right now.
added. I could try. It would be really slim chance though.
Yeah, he's kind of in a spot right now because he's trying to recreate it after like. I don't think he wants to talk about
Yeah.
games at
Besides
the
like
moment
anyone
since
that
he's
like
kinda...
would be pretty simple for us to get a hold of. Who would you think it would be?
You could try get a hold of maybe Gandalf or Sava.
Yeah, Sava would be really
Maybe
hard. Okay, I could try. I could try
it
Shrek.
is?
I could try
I don't
Shrek.
think it's not
I could
that
try
hard.
asking Shrek.
You could do Shrek.
I could
the
try asking
creator of
Shrek in his DMs.
Big Scary.
Big Scary is one of my favorite fan games. I'm making my game inspired by it, so I'm hoping.
I was
maybe
gonna make a game kind of like Big Scary, but then I was
Hey
like
Shrek,
I said,
if you're
same
watching this
thing with,
video, Shrek, you know what to do. Comment down below if you're down for it.
Thank you for watching the video. Just so you know, the interview with the creator of Big Scary is coming, but I just want to say please subscribe. I've always wanted 1,000 subscribers since I first started content creation. Thank you so much. Bye. Subscribe.